If someone gave you the opportunity to see the undercurrents of the decisions people make, the actions that people will take based on them, and their rules that they will implement, you would be, if you decide to accept that, you would be able to understand everything and get the things that you want. So you understand why people, or where the idea comes from that all people should be equal. You understand which people think that way, why people think that way, and how it differs in different areas. That way you can negotiate your way with someone. You can tell them, or at least talk to that part of them which uses that opinion. If we could read all these thoughts, or even saw where all these thoughts came from, so we're not even getting to the specifics, we're looking way more broader than that. Why would you not decide to take that piece of information with you? It's probably the most useful thing you can use to talk with other people and negotiate your way with them. It is understanding thinking, how people think, or rather, what people think about. And these two are different, like, because ideas build on one another. So if I placed you 200 years back, you would not be able to use the same ideas. But if you could I see how they evolve over time, then you would be unstoppable. It is by familiarizing yourself with the history of different philosophies, or rather, different thoughts that people have or hold on to. You can see why certain people used to be religious, and why right now we have a lot of atheists out there, or why certain people did not use science, why myths were used so frequently. They're all attempts for us to get the things that we want. Because why would we bother thinking if we did not want to think at all? Like, I wouldn't strategize or plan a way to get dinner if I'm not hungry at all. Or if I didn't even like food or dinner in the first place. There's just so much going on in the world that we have to make decisions of what we think is most important. So food is obviously a core need. Love is another one. Fun, you can place it there. They're all different things that we choose to pursue. Now, we were pretty stupid when we were born. Like, we do not know anything at all. So we need to learn from other people. We watch people do this, we watch people do that. We hear certain people talk about a new restaurant a bit further. And we learn how to get the things we want from them. Or rather, get a better attempt than what we were doing. Because most of the time when you're doing something, or trying to achieve something, it doesn't go well. So you need to look at the people who know what they're doing, or seem what they know what they're doing. That is why, or how, these ideas spread. You want to understand which are the best restaurants, essentially. But you can take it more abstractly. Like you can say people think about food, people think about freedom, people think about gods, people think about sex. And on top of that, when we think about gods, you have a certain religion behind it, standing right behind it. Maybe you have Christianity, and it fills in the blanks around it. You have sex. You fill in how you do it, where you do it, which people to approach, when you can get it. Performing these clusters and theories that we use to approach these needs that we hold on to. And I think the people who think the best or the most about these different strategies and that inspire the most people are philosophers. They are the people who think all the time. And they are also the ones who inspire kings and politicians and all of those kinds of people. Like the most influential people are influenced by these thinkers. So if you familiarize yourself with philosophers, you just know what is going on around you. Who would say no to that?